All right, so I'm going to show you how to use a completely different function in GarageBand called live loops. And to start, you're going to tap the plus sign at the top right of your screen. Depending on what menu you're looking at, there's still going to be the plus sign at the top of the screen. It might not look exactly like this, depending on what version of GarageBand that you're working with. But either way, you're trying to create a new project. And everything that we've done so far has gone to this view. And at the top, you'll see this option for tracks versus live loops. So live loops is essentially making you a DJ or an electronic music producer, and it gives you a bunch of set templates that you can play with that might just blow your mind. So I'm going to go here and show you what this is all about. Eventually. So what we're looking at here is a grid view. And what that means is each one of these cells has loops, drum beats, sound effects, all that kind of stuff in it. And you play them either one at a time, or you can play them in stacks by hitting these triangles or chevrons at the bottom. And I want you to notice that when you queue up other cells or other stacks, they are going to start on time. And usually, and you can set this, you can customize this a lot of different ways, but we're gonna operate as in what we're doing is waiting for, let's say, we're going to be waiting on this cell right here to get to the top. I'm going to push it now. And you can also make changes. Say I want to change out this green cell here. You can play with this all day long. And if you wanted to, say you've got a project for a different class and you need to put some music down for a video you're presenting, no problem. You hit record and you can capture as much as you need. 2, 3, 4. You can also, once you get comfortable with this, you'll notice that in these empty cells, you can record your own parts into it, or you can add loops from the Apple library, which up here is where you find your loops. So let's say if I wanted to do whatever this is, just drag it in right there. It automatically fits it to the key. Notice when I hit stop, it stops at the beginning of the beat. So this is by default, most of them are one measure cells. So it's 1. That's not true, that's a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, so that's a measure. That's a 4 measure cell or a loop. Let's see what it sounds like in context. That's really kind of overpowering the rest of it. And so you can play with all of the parameters, the volume of that one particular cell, and you can, like I said, you can record your own parts. You can record your own parts. Let's say if I wanted to make my own bass line here. Now, go back to this grid view, and there it is. So I invite you to play around with that. If you are really feeling like an overachiever, and you should, record what you're doing. Send them to me. Let me know what you're up to. Have a lot of fun, and enjoy this last week of the mod.